Okay, hello everyone. What I'd like to show y'all is what I have accumulated over the course of many years. I have collected a ton of magazine articles and video related to gardening and cooking. One of my favorite subscriptions was a magazine called Kitchen Gardening or The Kitchen Gardener, and it had information on how you could grow your own backyard produce, and then it would tell you how to, what to do with it. So I ended up selling all of these subscriptions on eBay, but I did not want to lose the content. So what I did was scan all of this off at high resolution so that I could go back and refer to it later. And I have, over the course of a lot of time, I've combined all of this and separated it out into categories, the ones that you see here. When you pull up the folder, well, I've got it in one main folder called Kitchen Gardening. You pull it up and you'll see beverages, building, dairy, winter gardens, edible flowers, explore, farm animals, fruits, gardening, grains, herbs, kitchen design, kitchen tools, magazine covers, mushrooms, nut trees, recipes, and self-sufficiency. The main categories here are gardening and recipes. These other categories just sort of fell in here because I didn't really know where else to put them. Under gardening, I have a long list of categories about composting, cold frames, gardening by seasons. I've got information on beekeeping, almanac, photosynthesis, plant viruses, raised beds. It goes on and on. Now, if you click on one of these, this one is called Starting a Garden. This is a lot of good information that came from the Kitchen Gardening magazine that talks about, for once, calculating and double digging, starting an early spring garden, garden building. I'm going to pull up starting an early garden. When you click on these folders, you'll notice that these articles pop up. And I've labeled them according to what they are. Early Start Spring Garden, number 1, 2, and 3. And if you double click on one, let's double click on this one. The magazine article pops up. Now you're not going to be able to see, if this was on your computer, you would see the full page article, but because of the limited space here, it's not going to pull it all up. But it'll give you an idea. This pulls up in the Windows photo viewer, and there's a place down here where you can magnify the content, which would allow you to blow up the print and be able to read it easier if you need to do that. Okay, I'm going to X out of there. It goes right back to where it was. So you've got all of this information about gardening, self-sufficient farming. I had a lot of Mother Earth news magazines and a lot of self-sufficiency gardening type stuff. And I used all of that too. Here's another example of being able to blow this print up so that you can see it better. Very, very good information. Just a ton of articles is basically what this is, and the main thing that I can tell you about this is that it's just easy to locate. The information is easy to find. You can pull up just about anything you want to know at the touch of a button. I'm going back now to the main menu to show you the recipes and how I have categorized these. I have broke them down by ingredients. I've also broken them down by the type of food they are. I've got a whole section on ethnic cooking, which if you click on that, it'll bring up every type of cooking information I've got on that particular subject. If you pull up Italian, I have a section on caponata, ragouts, and then I have 2 videos on Italian cabbage soup and Italian ham nettle spinach tart. These I know offhand are videos that I've done on, I've saved from Jamie Oliver's show. Which, there you go, right there. I like his programs. I've saved a lot of them because he shows cooking with things from your garden and in a very rustic way, like if you were out on your farm or something. So anyway, the good thing about these videos is that they're in your computer. You can pull them up at the touch of a button, and you can fast forward, you can back up, you can pause, whatever you want to do. Alrighty. And these, by the way, are not the full shows. They are only the specific segment of what the topic says. In other words, this Italian cabbage soup, it only shows how to make the soup. It's not the full show. Alright? That's just an example. Alright? Oh, by the way, these other folders, if you click on those, it'll bring up everything in there. Caponata, if you double click on that, it's going to show you, this came from the Saveur magazine, and it is the recipe for caponata. I wish I could let you see the whole page, but I can't figure out how to do that. But you can blow the page up. That's one thing you need to know. When you view this on your own computer, what you see is the full page article, and you are able to blow it up as big as you need to blow it up. I just want to go over a couple of the categories so you'll know what's here. This is all under recipes. I've got appetizers, beans, beverages, breads, breakfast, casseroles, cheese, chocolate, chutneys and jams, comfort foods, cookies, desserts, dinner parties, eggs, ethnic cooking, fruit, greens, meats, mushrooms, one-dish meals, pasta, pesto, pickling, raw foods, rice, risotto, roasting vegetables, romantic dinners, salads, savory tarts and pies, seafood, soups, special occasions, and vegetables. I'll show you. For instance, this romantic dinners thing, just so you'll know what that is. I have copied off also a lot of Michael Chiarello's recipes, which I really like, and those are all on video. So when you pull it up, you'll see exactly what the topic says. So he shows you how to fix romantic one-dish meals for two. And let's see. If you go under, let's go under greens. I've got sections, they're further broken down in these categories by cabbage, chard, kale, nettles, rhubarb, salads, spinach, and here's a magazine article on collard greens. So once again, you just double click and it pulls up the full article. Exit out of that, and then if you click on, let's click on nettles. Okay, in that one I've got a video. Another of Jamie Oliver's videos on nettles. That's the same video. And see, some of these videos are repeated because I've broken them down into categories. For instance, if I had a recipe and it contained potatoes, nettles, cabbage, and pumpkin, I would have put that video in each of those categories. So in other words, if you had some pumpkin and some onions or whatever, you just click on those categories and you can see right off the bat what you could make. Roasting vegetables. Okay, I've got several articles on roasting vegetables, and I've also got some of Michael Chiarello's videos on roasted vegetables. Alright. He's got some really good recipes that will show you what to do with your ingredients. And one thing that I have begun to add, this just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Right now, this is at, well, first of all, let me finish what I was saying. I'm starting to add this section on self-sufficiency so that people who like to do their own thing, and they're getting into this self-sufficiency type thing where you want to be able to make everything for yourself. I've started this category where I've got a section on holistic health, water filtration, this is natural water filtration, and homesteading, how to split firewood, different topics like that, and I'm constantly adding to this. But under holistic health, for instance, if you clicked on that, you would find several videos on how to make your own colloidal silver, all about colloidal silver and what it does, the history of making colloidal gold. Let's see. And under building, I've got a section on solar, how to build your own solar heater on your house. That's a full article that came from Mother Earth News. And then I've got another section on building with cob. And if you click there, there's an article. All of this is video. This is a video about making an earthen pizza oven. This is making ovens out of mud and straw. This is like getting really back down to the basics. You know, if you started from having nothing, you know what you could do. For instance, I click right there and show you. You can see where they're giving you the plans. I'm just going to scroll on through here, show you. They're going all the way through this whole process of, uh-oh, I think it got hung up. Anyway, that's really all you need to know. I'm thinking about adding to this later, and when I do, what I'll do is just put it on a DVD and offer it for sale. But right now, what you get is what you see here, which is a ton of information. And to let you know how much information it is, this is over 16 gigabytes right now. It's just over 16 gigs of information, which means when you get this, you need to have that much space on your computer. If you don't have that much space, what you could do if you wanted this information is you could go get an external hard drive. They're very inexpensive and they connect to your computer by using a FireWire or a USB connection. You just plug it in and then load the copy off the content from the DVDs onto the hard drive, and I will give you explicit instructions on how to do that. And when you do it, it comes right into your computer. It looks just like this. It's all in alphabetical order. It's all sorted. There's a section on farm animals, alpacas, chickens, rabbit. Under rabbit, by the way, this one shows you how to skin and prepare a rabbit. This is very interesting. Like I said, this is like getting back to basics for real. Very helpful information for those that are, trying to do these kind of things. If you have any suggestions, please let me know and I will add to this. But this is basically what it is. It's like a super cookbook with videos, magazine articles, blog posts, whatever pertains to that. If you look at the herbs, I've got all of these herbs: basil, bay, chervil, chive, cilantro, dill, fennel. There's a whole thing on fennel right there. How to grow it. Just click right there. You see how easy it is? So basically, that's what I have. A ton of information. If you're interested, just let me know, and I will post another video showing exactly how to upload, how quick it is, and then how convenient it is to scroll through here and find out what you need. And so, because I've already got it put together, it's like probably took me hundreds of hours to do this, but it's already together. I can just copy it off on DVDs and mail it out. So anyway, that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at lisadianern111@yahoo.com. Thanks a lot.